king. He did not provide a shield for his kingdom. They were invaded by larpers and detractors, as the king gorged himself on their food and gin. He is the king of the damned. Of the internet lies a snorting monster who casts his net. He went door to his dents. He kicked the door in for every last cent. Left peasants homeless and tore daughters from mothers. Let men starve and manually banished others. His cruel fate, and as the king devoured what paltry sums were left, no new tidings to be begged. The snorting king looked to neighboring kingdom. The snorting king sits on a throne of chicken bones, sipping some gin and playing on his phone. His wife lay with their slaves in the stables, while the bards recant said fables. He drained his own kingdom dry, so now witness the desperation of the guy as he tries to siphon funds from the casino kingdom. But my man, you are indeed the king of the damned. The kings of the casino have been speaking very ill of the snort king from over yonder hill. But when he showed up at their door covered in grease and snots, the kings of the casino said, "Phil, we love you lots." They let him in, cleaned him up, sewed his cock off, and swallowed his cum. They dressed him up like a clown and sent him to the center of town. They made him dance as their insults went over his head. The snort king did not know he was their new jester. The toxic king's reputation began to fester, and his dent heads began an uprising. They all left the snort king's kingdom, and no doubt about it, called the casino kings went full Taz and said, "Phil, you're just another victim." The snorting king sits on a throne of chicken bones, sipping some gin and playing on his phone. His wife lay with her slaves in the stables, while the bards recant said fables. He drained his own kingdom dry, so now witness the desperation of the guy as he tries to siphon funds from the casino kingdom. But my man, you are indeed the king of the damned. King returns to his land. He walks through the streets with gin in hand. Not a soul to be found in any establishment. He wonders where his fan base went. He walks up to his throne. No one's in waiting, no fanfare, because Queen Cat's tired of masturbating. She was abducted by Kevin and his big swanging BBC. Not a man's voice was heard. No Hogans were pulled in for the king. That's absurd. Just a beggar king on his throne of lies. Prince Jasper and Princess Derek may have died. One night the king was found dead, with his phone lying near his head. And on the screen was not WWE champions, instead it was a video by Duty Streams which read, crying emojis in the chat pimps. It seems our boy Phil is finally out of cash. Oh my lord. So now his kingdom is just barren lands, because he's the king of the damned. The snorting king sits on a throne of chicken bones, sipping some gin and playing on his phone. His wife lay with her slaves in the stables, while the bards recant said fables. He drained his own kingdom dry, so now witness the desperation of the guy as he tries to siphon funds from the casino kingdom. But my man, you are indeed the king of the damned.